Wild camping, off the cord or off the grid, whatever you want to call it, it's definitely our favorite style of camping. However, this style of camping definitely requires a certain amount of self-sustainability.
So here's the top 10 countdown of our favorite wild camping gadgets.
Yep.
Safe drinking water is, well, pretty important when you're out there. So we use this little device, it's called the All Clear from Camelback, and we can go pick up any sort of water that's clear, say from a river or a lake that we happen to be camping by, scoop up the water, push this little button, and it turns on a UV light. You flip it up and down, 60 seconds later you have safe drinking water. Another cool thing is it's actually charged by USB, so we can use our other devices to charge it up, like our flashlight and our Solio. So I think this little device is perfect for hiking or really any sort of wild camping application.
I love my sun oven. I can cook outside so I don't create any heat inside, and it doesn't use any electricity, which is huge when you're wild camping. It uses the sun's rays, heats up the inside, and gets to temperatures really fast. So you can cook at 350 or 400 degrees, no problem. And because you're baking at similar temperatures, the timing is about the same. So whatever you would normally do with your recipes, you do right in here. Just no electricity needed, and you make it with sunshine. Lighting is super important when you're out in the middle of absolutely nowhere with no city lights. For us, we use these great solar-powered Christmas lights to light up the outside of the coach. We have smaller solar devices, which are great for recharging any sort of USB anything. We love our little solar clip lights, great for clipping onto backpacks, belt loops, and of course just keeping in each of the vehicles. And this is our new favorite hand flashlight because it's really heavy, super durable, lots of settings, waterproof, and is even recharged by USB or can recharge other devices as well. So it's a great multi-purpose piece.
LED lights are about 90% more efficient than halogens. Not only that, they're cool to the touch, so they're much better for camping in warmer weather. Now with pricing being so low on LED lights, it's kind of a no-brainer to upgrade.
Nothing will ruin a camping trip faster than running out of water, so water conservation is really important. One thing we did to cut our water usage by more than half was swapping out our faucet aerators. It's very inexpensive and very easy to do. They're these little mesh pieces that fit right inside of here and restricts the water flow. So not only do you use less water, you get better water pressure. So we did this in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and we swapped out our shower head.
So having a cell phone booster could be the difference between 0 bars and 1 or 2 bars, which means in an emergency situation, it could be life-saving. So we use a couple different products. We have the Sleek 4G, which is a cradle style. You put the phone directly into the cradle and it boosts the cell phone signal by maybe 1 or 2 bars. We use this one in the smart car. We use in the RV this new technology, which is the Mobile 4G. It brings in the cell signal through this tiny little antenna, amplifies it through this device here, and then broadcasts it inside the RV through this device. So this goes about 5 to 10 feet around the RV, and it boosts all the cell phones that are within the area. We really like this product. It comes with a DC adapter, which actually runs off of our chassis battery, so we decided to upgrade to the household adapter. Both these products are great for us, and being out in the wild, sometimes it could mean, the difference between 3G and 4G, or it could be the difference between 0 bars and 1 or 2 bars. So it's very helpful.
This Max fan is like a 2-for-1. So it has a built-in cover that helps keep bugs and water out, and it works similar to an AC. We can set the temperature, say at like 70 degrees, and if it starts to get warmer than that, it opens up and starts to circulate air. If it gets cooler than that, it actually closes itself down and shuts the fan off, which is great because it helps keep the inside temperature of the coach regulated, which makes us happy and keeps the cats happy.
So the automatic generator starts kind of like a fail-safe for us. If it's a really cloudy day or maybe we pulled a little bit too much power during the day, we have ours set to where it'll kick on when the batteries reach 12 volts. It'll charge the batteries for about 20 to 30 minutes and then it'll kick off. We rarely have to use it, especially when it's sunny outside, but it's a nice kind of security blanket for us. One of my favorite features about it is also when it's hot outside and we're going to be leaving the coach, we can set the AC to, say, 88 degrees, and that way, if it gets too hot inside the coach, the generator will kick on, the AC will then kick on, cool down the coach to, say, 85 degrees, and then it'll shut down the AC, shut down the generator, and that keeps our cats alive, keeps our cats healthy and happy. When we're way out there, quiet power is what it's all about. We don't want to smell the generator. We definitely don't want to hear it running the whole time. We want to hear nature. So we have a solar setup, 120 watt portable panel like this, 500 watts on the roof, 464 amp hours of battery, and a 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. This kind of gets us by when we're out wild camping and helps keep us powered, quietly.
And our #1 wild camping gadget is the composting toilet. It's awesome because it completely eliminated our need for a black tank, which freed that black tank up for additional gray water storage. The other big bonus is it uses absolutely no water. None, nada, zero, zilch. So that frees that water up for us for drinking and showering and using however we feel. So that is why it is our #1 camping upgrade, and it's eco-friendly, so what's not to love about that?
And that wraps up our wild camping gadget countdown. Click over to our website if you want more details and to see a few cool gadgets that didn't make the cut.
Yep. With the right planning and the right gear, you can stay out here as long as your heart's content.
Or until the BLM kicks you out.
Whichever comes first. See you on the road.
See ya.
I'm going this way.